Hello everybody, welcome to my Paper Pumpkin Live. Today I'm going to show you how to do the Sweet Springtime, which is the one that's just arrived in February. Of course it's the usual box full of goodies. What I've done is gone ahead and divided it all out so you can see what each part makes. These are the full colour instructions it comes with. And when you open it, the first thing it actually gives you are the ingredients that you need for each card. So we'll start obviously with card 1, and I will bring in all the ingredients that we need. So there's the stamp, and you get the dimensionals, the glue dots, the little doodads, you get the linen thread, and you also get a little ink spot. Quite often I'll use my big pad, but I keep doing that, and I want to show you this time that it's just as effective to use the spot. And the nice thing about this is when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you get a glue spot. I keep calling them glue spots, don't I? Ink spot every month. And these are just a few of the ones that I've accumulated from being a Paper Pumpkin subscriber forever. Those of you who used to do rubber stamps will recognize these big old-fashioned boxes, but they're handy for keeping the spots in. And the point I'm making is you will just build up a fabulous collection of all the different colours of all the families. So let me set myself back. I'm doing great, aren't I? Lives are not my thing, just so you know, in case you hadn't guessed. But let's get started. So card 1, it's got the card base. It's got this wonderful little overlay, and the instruction said to put a glue dot in each corner, so I went ahead and did that, and all I have to do is peel off the backing, and then it's going to go over the front of the card, leaving a little border around. So it's basically like a hollow window layer, really. Just tap those corners down, so that shows you the glue dots. If it's a glue dot, it's a solid black circle, and if it's a dimensional, it's a big open circle. And what we have to do is stamp a greeting on this lovely little pre-cut banner that they gave, and the suggested stamp is Happy Easter. So we'll just ink that up, and then Happy Easter just goes into that part of it. So pop the lid on the ink, and then what we need to do is put dimensionals on the back of all the daffodils that came in the set, which I've already gone ahead and done, and then you just arrange them on top of the greenery so it looks like they're little flowers. There's an awful lot of flinging things going on. Whoops, that one's upside down. Wilting flower before spring has even got here. So go ahead and stick one up there, and the last one over here. And then what we need to do, we get some more dimensionals and stick the banner on. And the reason I didn't put the dimensionals on the back of this, of course, is it needed to be flat to be stamped. So the instructions suggest 3, so we'll follow along. Peel the backings off quickly. And stick that into place, and there you have a really nice card. Of course you do need to fold it in half and score it, and usually I'll use my bone folder to give a nice crisp edge. And the nice thing is it does come with a coordinating envelope. So that's the first card done, the first project done, because actually one of them is not a card. So now we just need to turn over to project number 2, and I will quickly bring in the ingredients for that one. So this is a nice slimline card, which is quite interesting, and it does come with a coordinating envelope to fit, so you don't have to worry about, I haven't got envelopes that are that shape. You do if you've got the kit. So we'll take the greeting, which actually goes this way up, and we will get the ink spot back in and stamp the greeting onto that, which says springtime greetings. So the nice thing, of course, with the acrylic blocks is that you can see straight through them. In the olden days when it was wood, you had to lean and see if you could line it up. That's a headache that's been taken away. So stamped the greeting. The next one is to put the dimensionals on the back of the little chicks, which I already went ahead and did, because you don't need to sit and watch me do that. And then peel the backing off. You can sit and watch me do that. Flinging them across my stamping room, and then make sure you've got the card the right way round, and then it just pops into place. And then the next thing is this wonderful little wreath, and because they're black dots, we know they're glue dots, not the dimensionals. We're going to put them around the little chick. So it's not that complicated. It's quite easy to follow along, and there's no words to confuse you. It's just all pictures. It's a bit like IKEA, really, isn't it? Multilingual, anylingual. So we'll go ahead and line the little springtime wreath up with the chicks, and then we need to pop 2 dimensionals on the greeting. However, the picture shows that it's gone over these lovely daffodils, and I thought, well, I don't really want to do that, so I'll bring mine down. The thing is now, of course, it would fall off the, as you can see, it would fall off the bottom. So I'm just going to quickly put a dimensional on the bottom of here, and what I'm going to do is, so that it's not too thick, deviating from the directions I know, but I'm just going to put half a dimensional on each of the parts of that, peel the backing papers off, and then I'm going to put that up until it hits the bottom, and then press it into place, because then I feel you've got all of the daffodils and the greeting is only a slightly smaller part down, and it looks just as pretty. So that's the second card with a slight modification with the coordinating envelope. And then we'll move on to the third project, which is actually a 3D. It looks a little bit complicated, but believe me, it's not. I did go ahead and fold on all the fold lines. It comes all pre-scored and folded. And then what you have to do is put the tear and tape, which comes in the kit, a strip down the side, and then while you've got the pattern side up, you need to put a little piece along the bottom of here, and then flip it over and put another little piece along here. And then all you have to do is assemble it. So the easiest way to do that is to just fold it, and you can fold it in half, as long as you line the edges up. I just find if you fold one in, and you can leave that open and fold the next one in, it's easier to see that you've got all the pieces and you've got plenty to hold on to. So now that we're sure that's where we want it to be, peel the backing off that one and lay it down. And then all you have to do is take the bottom and put the 2 little short pieces in, and then the one with the sticky comes, the sticky at the top comes in next, and peel that one off. Actually, you can peel them both off at the same time, because the idea is you fold that one down. Come on, little sticky back. It won't come off. Oh my gosh. And then holding it as a box, fold that one down and it will stick to here, and then fold this one down and it will make a nice box shape, and then you can put whatever treats you want in there, and then you just press these two triangle pieces. I'd already sort of folded them a little bit on the score line, so if you press those in, they'll go together, and then when you nip them, you will get the look like it shows you on the instructions. So just give those a quick little extra press, and then you'll see conveniently all the holes line up. Now it does suggest that you cut 18 inches, 45.7 centimeters of the linen thread, and the nice thing about the instructions for paper pumpkin is that it even comes with a ruler. So all I did was I rolled it along and measured it at 18 inches and cut that with my scissors. That's about the only thing that a paper pumpkin kit doesn't come with. And then we'll thread those through the holes, back out the other side. Make them even. I guess if you didn't want to make them fully even and you felt you had too much, you could always trim a little bit off. But then of course, remember, you've already put your treat in, your chocolates, your Cadbury's mini eggs, ooh yes please, or a Cadbury's cream egg. When you've grown up with real Cadbury's in England, just, oh yes please, thank you very much, I'll say yes. So we can tie the bow nicely. And then, like I say, if you felt the edges were a little bit too long, you can trim them off so they'll look a little bit more pleasing. I'm not actually going to trim mine because, of course, as you've seen, my box is empty and I don't want to trim it, open it, and then restuff it and not be able to get it to fit properly. But the last piece that you need to do is stick on the lovely little bunny, which I've gone ahead and lost. So the bunny gets 3 dimensionals on the back of him. So we peel those off and you just pop it to the front of the box. And how easy does that get? I'm excited for the spring too. So there we go. That's the instructions, full colour instructions. 3 lovely projects. We've got the first card that we made with the coordinating envelope. We've got the second skinny card that we've got with a slight modification because, you know, I'm just a rebel. And then we've got the extra box. So these are what you get out of this month's paper pumpkin. If you'd like any more information about it, you can always go to my website. There's things on there, or go to my blog, alysonstamps.blogspot.com. I've got all sorts of pictures, and very soon, once I've had my brain's had a little chance to digest this, I will come up with some alternatives and I'll put those on my YouTube channel. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen, and I will be back soon.